Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Don't worry, this video is not about tongue twisters, but can you hear those harsh S sounds in that intro? Sibilance can be heard very prominently in S, T, and sh sounds, and it's generally characterized by a bright and hissing quality that can distract you from an otherwise great dialogue or vocal. While some sibilance can be pleasant and contribute to the liveliness of your vocal, when it gets out of control, it can really hurt your mix. So let's take a look at a few ways that we can tame it. In this video, we'll be using iZotope's latest plugin, Velvet, and you can download the free trial via the link in the description so you can follow along. Some vocals are more sibilant than others, so to say that this is going to be a problem every single time you mix is misleading. Sibilance can be emphasized or tamed by the mic choice, the compression moves or EQ moves that you use, or the vocal performance itself. For example, if you're working with somebody who has a naturally bright and sibilant vocal, choosing a darker sounding microphone can offset some of these issues even at recording stage. Sibilance can also be emphasized through our processing choices. For example, adding an EQ boost to increase the brightness of your vocal can make it sound more sibilant, or a compressor could introduce more brightness and therefore make sibilance more prominent in your mix. Furthermore, even reverb and distortion and other vocal processing effects can introduce more sibilance by adding brightness and making your vocal sound more brittle and harsh, and therefore emphasizing sibilance. So to tackle sibilance, we need to know which frequencies are causing the issues, and typically sibilance is found between the frequencies of 4 kHz and 10 kHz. A lot of this will again depend on the vocal you're working with and also your processing and recording choices so far. The challenge here is that a lot of the brightness and liveliness of your vocal can also be found in this range, so we want to make sure that we're not taking away from that energy when tackling sibilance. First, let's do a simple vocal test to understand and visually see sibilance in our waveform. Note how densely concentrated the waveform becomes when sibilance hits the microphone. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. De-essing is the process of removing harsh sibilant frequencies without compromising your sound. Before we dive into the many amazing tools that are available to you, it's important to note that manual de-essing can sometimes be the perfect solution for a more custom approach, or you can use it before a de-esser to make your de-esser work less hard for a more natural sounding result. With manual de-essing, you would simply turn down the harsh sibilant sounds in your vocal using clip gain or volume automation. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Wideband de-essers, just like the one found in Nectar 4, are a common and a very popular solution to tackle sibilance. This way, a de-esser acts like a compressor and attenuates the signal once it goes above a certain threshold within a specific frequency range. The downside, however, is that it tackles a wide frequency band and might not give you the perfect results across the whole track. But what if I told you there is an even smarter way to use a de-esser? iZotope's latest plugin, Velvet, is a powerful tool for reducing sibilance and shaping the tone of your vocals. If you're not sure where to start, simply hit Learn and watch Velvet set up the 6-band dynamic EQ for you by identifying sibilant frequencies.
Memories talk, memories walk, memories true, memories false, memories washed away. It's okay to let them hold you down. Memories talk, memories walk, memories true, memories false, memories washed away. Memories talk, memories walk, memories true, memories false, memories washed away.
Then, if you need some tweaks, you can simply adjust or add individual EQ nodes, scale the processing of all nodes altogether with the amount knob, and clean up your vocals further to remove those harsh sibilant frequencies. This way, we can get a lot more specific about any problem frequencies by tackling those with more targeted processing and preserving more of the tonal quality of the vocal. Plus, the plugin allows you to shape the tone of your vocal separately and remove any unwanted mouth clicks, making this a really powerful tool for vocal processing and a polished and exciting vocal at the end. Let's take a listen to before and after. You can enable the Delta button to hear exactly what the plugin is doing, and you can turn the de-esser and the tone shaper on and off separately to really hear the difference that each one of those components is making.
Memories talk, memories walk, memories true, memories false, memories washed away. It's okay to let them hold you down. Memories know, memories show all of the scratches on your soul. It's the debris that weighs you down.
Now, there are even more ways that you can tame sibilance in your mix. For example, before sending your vocal to an effects bus, try applying an EQ first to prevent the distortion, reverb, or any other effects that you're adding from exciting those sibilant frequencies and making them more prominent.
That I'm as lonesome as the sea, I'm as vacant as a desert. It should come as no surprise. That I'm as lonesome as the sea, I'm as vacant as a desert. It should come as no surprise.
Don't be afraid to automate your de-esser settings. Some passages might need more processing and some might require less. So by applying static settings to the whole track, you might be either de-essing your vocal too much or not enough. Lastly, sibilance is not limited to just vocals, so watch out for other elements that may be introducing sibilance into your mix. For example, it could be the effects you're choosing to use, it could be instruments like cymbals. So let's take a listen to how we can use Velvet to tackle sibilance in other scenarios. When deciding where to place a de-esser in your signal processing chain, think of every single element in the signal chain as a whole. Consider how EQ, compression, and other processing that you're adding affects the tone overall and how that might affect sibilance in your mix. Try using a de-esser in different parts of your signal chain and see how that affects the sound. I hope you enjoyed this short video on sibilance. As always, if you have any questions, drop them down below in the comment section, and we'd also love to hear some of your favorite methods for tackling sibilance. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to iZotope YouTube for more mixing and production tips and tricks.